Candy, and I am here today with this gorgeous, amazing, beautiful, amazing hair woman. Her name is Ashley, and I met her today, and I actually accepted her into my books because she's just adorable, and I know her husband, so that was fun. What we're doing is a balayage sombre, okay? Her natural level, put your hair down, her natural level is a 7, okay? Her color is beautiful. She right now is considered like a caramely medium low light blonde, okay? What she wants done is she still wants to be able to have some of these tones left in her hair, but also she wants to be able to walk out feeling like I am a blonde, okay? So that's why we're doing a sombre balayage on her today, and I want to show you guys how I'm doing it. Really quickly, I've already mixed up my lightener, okay? So in this bowl, I have Redken Flash Lip, and I am going to be adding an Olaplex, okay? So I'm going to be putting in 1/8 ounce of Olaplex. When you're doing a balayage, you actually want to take it to 1/8 ounce. So that's 1/8 ounce. I want to take it to just 1/8 because balayage sometimes it seems to not lift as high as you want it because you're not putting foils in the hair, okay? Foils, it traps in heat. So because I'm doing a balayage, I'm using my MB Mesh foams, and I'm also using Saran wrap. I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to put it in and how I do the technique, and I want to have you guys watch her transform from a beautiful golden blonde, warm blonde, not brassy, but just a beautiful low light blonde to a platinum blonde-ish with her natural tones left in. So let's get right to it and let's show you guys how I am doing it. You guys, so we are here on the back, okay? So I already have half of the hair already pretty much processing at this point. This color that you see that's going on right now, this is actually a 20 volume. I used a 30 volume developer and put 1/8 ounce of Olaplex diluted to 20 because the back always stays on the longest, so then I'm moving up and going to the sides. I want to go a little bit stronger on the developer so we evenly process. A section, and I round it, okay? I round it with their hair. The reason why I like to round it out versus going to straight section, this is why, okay? So I'm going to take it and I'm going to let all this hair just fall, okay? Her hair, she actually has a very oval shaped head shape, so I want to just round it out with it so it falls into the natural state, okay? So that's why I like to take my sections and I will take it and dip it up and then dip it up. Rounds with her head shape, and that's a really good trick and tip to know, you guys, because a lot of the time if you just take it straight, it kind of will just look boxy when you color the hair. But if you round it out, it will make it fall to the naturalness. Okay, then I like to shake out her hair and kind of see where everything falls. Her hair is a very beautiful natural wave. She does a lot of air drying, so this is her hair just naturally air dried. I'm going to take this section and I'm going to do a very light tease. 1, 2, 3. 3 teases. I'm doing it light enough to know where I can just brush it right out and there'll be no issue, okay? If you go here and you just constantly tease the hair, keep teasing like that, you guys, you're going to create a lot of damage and breakage at the root. Do not do that. All you need is a very soft tease, just enough to disconnect all of this hair from the ends. And that's why when you do that, you have no harsh lines that are created. I want some of these tones left in. I'm going to take it and I'm going to weave it out, okay? So when I weave it, I change up my weave, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So all of this hair that I weave out, I'm not going to let that sit right there because I'm going to be then putting that on top, okay? So I'm going to take all of this underneath hair, which is going to be left out, and I'm going to put it underneath all of this hair that's left out, which is where my foam and my Saran wrap is, okay? Perfect. So that's my color board. Place out this hair, and I will apply my color on horizontally. I like to just place the color, and then that's when I'll go in and start working my magic up around the base, and I'll show you exactly how I'm doing that, okay? Her ends, okay, so she has some of these ends that are already really, really light. There is no reason to touch those if they're already blonde enough, but we're also doing a trim on her. So there's no reason to damage any more hair if you don't need to. So that's kind of another thing to know, okay? So as I'm going in here and applying on her lightener, I'm gonna go a little bit past her line of demarcation, okay? And the reason why I'm going a little bit higher but not touching her roots is because we want to disconnect line of demarcation, but we also want to create softness at the root. We want to leave out her natural color because it's beautiful, and that way she's not going to get any line of demarcation growing in at all. So I like to just go in here and soften up the base. I'll take my Redken blur brush and I will blur everything together, and then you have no harsh lines whatsoever. I'll kind of tug at that, okay? Her hair's so long, and I'll just let that sit right on top of the top Saran wrap. So what I'll do is I'll go in here, and I will then, after this section, and then I'll do one more section, I will Saran wrap each section. Taking this, giving it 1, 2, 3 light teas, a medium weave, all the underneath hair, put underneath the foam, using my MB mesh foams. Taking my color board, placing it. Her hair's too long for the color board. And we're going to apply on color. In order to get a golden blonde lighter, you have to overlap. But don't ever think you can do that without Olaplex. Like, there's no way, and I explained to Ashley before I got going on her hair, you guys, I explained to her how Olaplex works, and I educated her and I made her understand why we have to use it, okay? And it's so important to use it because her hair would be falling off. Because I have Olaplex, I really do feel good about it. And blur that all in together. And do you see how that just transitions into such softness? And literally, as you can see this on the board, this is how the hair will look when you're done processing it. So then taking that and gliding that right off. Now what I'm going to do on that is I'm going to take some Saran wrap, you guys. Press Saran wrap right on there, okay? So really quick, you guys, as you guys should know this if you already do hair. If you don't, remember this. If you're going in here and you're doing a process like this and you let all of this bleach expose, I hate the word moist, but you really have to keep the color and the lightener moist, because if this dries out, it will stop processing and it won't get you to that lifted color that you want it to be. So that's why I either like to take a Saran wrap, or I like to even use foil and put it on there, or I would also use a mesh, MB mesh foam, and put it in there, but I like Saran wrap. Okay, do a baby light on this one. So last time underneath here I did a medium weave. I'm now going to do a baby light. Okay, so that puts in as much underneath hair along with as much hair you're coloring. I like to do baby lights and mix things up with my weaving technique when I do something like this, because that way it's disconnected and not every single hair is the same exact way. This is my favorite way of doing it because I see multi-dimensional, I see contrasted, I see blended, I see a sun-kissed look, and I love doing it this way because it honestly turns out beautiful every single time. Going up here, disconnecting line of demarcation, feathering windshield wiper method, taking blur brush, blurring things together, and voila. Okay, do you see that glob of bleach right there? Watch how fast and easy the blur brush is going to soften that, okay? Boom, done, finished, easy, fast, soft, amazing, beautiful. And that's that. Okay. blur brush. And I'm gonna put product on my comb. Both sides. I'm gonna comb in right through here, okay? And go back and forth like this. My blur brush. Blur things together. I'm gonna hold on to her other side of her head and pull that off. Awesome, okay? Yet. I'm trimming up her hair because she wants a trim. Her hair stayed healthy the entire process of taking her lighter, but she wants about 1/2 inch taken off. And guess what I'm doing it with? My buzzers. So I wanted to show you guys how I'm doing it, okay? Okay, first thing I'm gonna have you do is look all the way down for me. Perfect. Bringing the other side in the back. Perfect. Okay, then you ask the client if they're happy with the length.
Super fresh.
Yeah, it's fresh. Make sure it's even, but are you happy with the length? That's what needed to come off. If you want shorter, we can go shorter.
Nope, that's good.
What I like to do is take all this hair and I'll bring it back and I'll make sure it's even. Same thing with this side. Even. Perfect. Okay, you guys, we are here and we are finished with the results of her hair. We are obsessed.
Yeah.
Like, so obsessed. The fact that her hair feels this good, holy cow, that's what I love more than ever. We took her to that perfect level of blonde for her skin tone. I kind of want to gradually kind of keep getting her lighter and lighter because I think it will be just amazing on her. But what I love is that we left out her natural color. Okay, look down for me. Look how beautiful that just transitioned. We went in and we put in some highlights around her, you know, around the top so she doesn't feel like it's like her roots and then her hair. So we disconnected this area, which looks amazing. We came outside, you guys, because it's natural lighting. Look how beautiful her hair is. We took off a good 1/2 inch with the buzzers. You guys saw that. That was a cool little trick. But I just love how this transitions from her natural color to this beautiful blonde. We still have some low light caramely golden tones that she wanted left in her hair, but we then again have like a platinum blonde piece. So here's what I highly recommend for Ashley. she can't just go home and leave her hair unattended. After going in and doing lightening treatments into your hair, you need to know that that's something that, okay, she's walking out feeling like, okay, my hair feels nice and soft, and you know, she doesn't have any damage to her hair. Sun exposure, playing with the hair all the time, straightening. It's nice that she air dries her hair a lot because she has a lot of hair, and I don't blame her for air drying because there's a lot of hair. It took me like an hour to blow dry. So she's gonna go home with Olaplex number 3. She's gonna do once a week purple shampoo treatments in her hair, and she's gonna go home with this amazing new neon pink yellow wet brush. These are the things that I gift my clients. When you do an Olaplex treatment, you go home with an Olaplex number 3, or an Olaplex, anything Olaplex, you go home with Olaplex number 3. So these are gonna be yours. And I just want you guys to know, when you're a blonde, you need to wash your hair in cold water. Keep as much heat off of it as possible. Purple shampoo it once a week, just to kind of keep the blondes bright. And then in between time, I would say Olaplex treatments are always a good idea. Isn't she beautiful? Big fat thumbs up for her because she's so pretty. And also, you guys, if you learned something a little bit today, I'm so glad. Subscribe to my channel, don't forget. And if you guys are needing a photographer in your life, like an amazing photographer, she's the one. What's your website?
AshleyMorganPhotography.com.
We are going to link that below so you guys can see her work, because she travels around the world doing pictures, and she does all sorts of varieties, from weddings to families, but she loves weddings the most. But she's so good, and I love her, and I'm so glad I met her, and I'm so glad I did her hair, and she's a client for life now. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Client for life!
For sure.
You love it?
Love it.
Tell them really quick how it feels.
I love it. It feels beautiful and thick and amazing and silky.
See?
I love it.
Well, I'm so glad she loves it. That's what matters most to me. Anyways, love you guys. Love you so much. Really do. I really do. I love you all. Okay.